Hey everyone, welcome back. So we are going to we're going to continue the Camry project. I say continue because I first started this way back once I got the Camry. I did a few things on it, then stopped for a long time, and now we are continuing. So we are going to fix those things that I mentioned in my previous videos. I'd say today we start a little bit easy and start here towards the front of the car. I'll show you guys in a little bit, but you know, the last time that I worked on cars was probably the last YouTube video that I made working on a car, which I cannot remember what it was. I think it has to be something with the Shelby. It's been a huge gap, and we are resuming that again today with this Camry. So again, I am thinking that today we start off by removing these headlights. So seems pretty simple. I need to remove this area right here, which has some bolts, and then I can get to the headlights. Seems pretty straightforward, which it may be. I'm hoping it is, because that's usually what at least my experience with the Camry has been, but maybe not. So who knows? We're about to find out. Also, we may need to take it way back, which I don't really think we'll have to do it in this video, maybe in like another video, but I don't think so. I don't think it's necessary in this one. Meaning, so the Camry's here. I don't have a 2-post lift. So if I need to bring the car up, I'll have to just use traditional jacks. I don't even have my quick jacks anymore. So it's like back to my roots, but even before that, because I used the quick jacks for my earlier video. So it'll have to be traditional jacks. Again, it won't be today. I do have this 4-post lift, which you guys saw. The Camry has been here for several months. This is like from way back when I started the channel. I do have the 2-post lift, but it's not installed. Let me show you guys where it is right now. This is the 2-post lift. So again, I have it, it's just not installed. So in case I need to do anything with any car, this is not available anymore. But here it is, just in case in the future if I do want to install it again. The reason for that, of not having all of these lifts or having that 2-post installed, is because I really wasn't going to be working on cars that much. I was just going to be focusing on my businesses, which has been the case, and I really don't see a reason right now to install the 2-post. But if I do need to, then I do have the space, but I don't think so, because with the things that I plan on doing to the Camry, it's not really that serious. And if I do need to lift it up for any reason, which I'm sure I will at one point, then again, traditional jacks, which is what pretty much everyone uses anyway, right? So either way, let's go ahead and get started with the Camry. That was a few more bolts than what I expected. I showed you guys on the top, so I thought it was only those bolts to remove that piece, but it ended up being more. I was wondering why I couldn't take it off, but anyways, a lot of hidden bolts, which it almost always happens, but we were able to take that off. And since this car has like just mostly metal, it's a lot of sharp edges, so that hurt a bit, especially when I was trying to take it off and I didn't know that there were still bolts holding it. But either way, we were able to take it off. And another thing is that some parts, like some clips, were just like breaking off. It's either like me trying to take it off or just like by the slight movement. I mean, this car is like over 30 years old, so I think it's just been on there for so long, and it seems like no one ever touched it or did anything. So things just broke off. But I mean, this is one car where I'm okay with that happening because I'm replacing a whole bunch of parts anyway. So once I put this all back together, then I'll go ahead and figure out what else I need in terms of all those little pieces that broke, so I can get that put back together. But I wanted to show you something since, so yeah, I wasn't even there, so it was just this. It was missing the cover, but to this one on this side, on the passenger side, it just broke off. So this is all supposed to be just one unit, and it just broke off, so I just have to get a new one. But again, I don't mind that. I was surprised that that one lasted so long, since the driver's side one had already been, I don't know, off there for quite some time, even like before I got the car. So this is how it looks now without that part here on top with the sharp edges, and I also had to remove this center grille. So all we're left with are the headlights, which maybe you can see a little bit here. This is cracked, so I will also have to replace the headlights. This one looks pretty good, but if I replace that one, then I'm gonna replace this one as well. And another thing I noticed is that I need more light other than the light that I have here behind me, so I will place the hood light here, and then we can continue with removing these headlights. Hopefully it's a little bit less than it took for that, but let's continue. Headlights are finally off. It was a little bit more involved than what I expected, just because, I mean, pieces just kept breaking. I have more broken clips. I mean, I guess it's just inevitable at this point, and for the remainder of this project, Camry, then things are just gonna keep breaking. But it's okay, because in order to, I guess, fix things here, some more things just need a break and then replace them. Another thing is that the bolts were pretty good on there, so it took me a lot to just try to remove them and then just get them off again, because I don't think anyone's worked on this car for like, ever since they got it, for like over 30 years. So understandable, but I'm so glad that that is off. Again, it is completely off. I am so glad. So here it is. So now we can replace the bulbs. We can replace both housing for the headlights. We can replace the turning signals. This, I mean, that still needs to everything still needs to remain off, because remember, at the end of the day, I am going to paint this car. So I need to just keep on with the disassemble and then paint it, and then put everything back together. So I think for the next video, because we're done for today, we are going to just continue with here towards the front. I think we'll probably go on to removing the bumper, so we can get everything off, everything replaced, we can paint the car, and exactly, just etc. and so on. Well, it's been a fun one coming back to working on cars, especially with the Camry. It still could have been done a better way or more efficient way, but either way, like I said, I was committed. The thing that matters is that we got the headlights off, right? So like I said before, we'll continue in the next video with the disassembly of the car. I am so excited to finally be working on the Camry. I can't tell you how much it's bothered me, but I just had to put it off, so I finally have some time to continue now working on it and get it to the goal that I've always wanted to. It'll take some time, but we will get there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.